know, where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from north, south, and east. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, brother, brother.
In the year 1886, in the case of Santa Clara County versus the Southern Pacific Railroad, the reporter of the Supreme Court of the United States, one Bancroft Davis, wrote in a case summary that a corporation is a person. And ever since that time, for 126 years, Supreme Court justices have repeatedly affirmed Mr. Davis's declaration. So then comes the question, is a corporation a woman or a man?
You say that women don't write histories. I know that, but I couldn't help myself.
The Supreme Court has held that since speech is protected by the First Amendment, it must not be curtailed. And since speech must not be curtailed, and money is the way to get speech, money into politics must not be curtailed.
That the corruption and failures of American democracy stemmed largely from a single source: the control of government by business people acting in their own self-interest.
I know that hundreds of thousands of American working men employed by our great financial patriots are not paid a living wage.
Join us to hear voices from history of those who, since ancient times, have stood outside the castle walls and who nevertheless claimed for themselves dignity and hope. Neglected, unheard, even despised in their own times, peasants, women, people of color, and peacemakers have had the courage to go before us and lay the groundwork for change. They have given to us a story of an indomitable human spirit that once again, today, rises in our midst.
I cannot understand how the government sends a man out to fight us, as it did General Miles, and then breaks his word. Such a government has something wrong with it.
The future of the world rests in the hands of America. The future of America rests on the backs of 80 million working men and women and their children.
It seems to be clear that the great majority of those who suffer from poverty are poor not from their own particular faults, but because of conditions imposed by society at large.
Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.